Hi everybody, welcome back to the Evermore YouTube channel. It's Chris back with my rant stroke thought of the day. Definitely a rant, this one. It's not about a Newcastle United player, no. It's about Virgil van Dijk at Liverpool moaning that there's too many games to play. Yes, it's that age-old story about players moaning about too much football in the schedule and everything else. We've heard this before from his piano key teeth manager about too many games in the schedule and all that kind of stuff. I'm just going to get a little rant about this off my chest, really, because there's something that Virgil said that really pissed me off. 35 seconds and I'm allowed to swear. Thank you, YouTube. But Virgil van Dijk had also said, you know, in England, there's too many games in the schedule. Yes, we are paid very well, but it shouldn't come at the cost of our health. We as players need to start saying something about this situation, is what he said, right? So I'm just going to unpack that for a second, right? You're not paid very well, Virgil. You're paid fucking obscenely well. You are on 300 grand a week, my friend. So you earn more money in a month than most people will see in 2 lifetimes. This motherfucker is talking like he's a porter in a hospital or a fucking train driver who are currently on strike to try and get enough money to pay their bills and pay their gas and electric. What the fuck are you talking about, Van Dijk, right? That's for one. So don't dumb down the fact that you earn obscene amounts of money. Your fucking ex-teammate has just gone over playing Saudi Arabia for, what was it, 600 grand a week? The level of money that footballers earn is obscene. They don't need that much money. You know, we've got a country of doctors and nurses, you know, who are struggling to pay their bills, you know, whatever you think about that situation, and they save fucking lives on a daily basis. You kick a piece of leather around, son, and you get 300 grand a week. So fuck right off with that bollocks for starters. And going back to the second point about too many games and everything else, that's why you have squads of 25 players. And the likes of Liverpool have a massive squad of players. So many players at Liverpool by, it's not our fault that your legs are going, that you're getting too old and you're struggling to play the amount of games that are currently on the schedule. That's just Mother Nature, mate. I'm sorry, that's age, Father Time, kicking your ass. The injuries that you've had throughout your career. That's why Liverpool need to use that squad a bit better. Jurgen Klopp needs to use that squad a little bit better. What about the teams underneath you in the league that haven't got that kind of a squad? Christ, we haven't even got that big of a squad. In Newcastle, we have to generally use the same 14 players over and over again. The likes of Liverpool and City can change your entire fucking team and still probably put a top 6 team out in the Premier League. So that's utter fucking horseshit as well. And it just further annoys me even more about that club in general. They've got the biggest fucking chip on their shoulder I've ever seen in the world of football, especially Jurgen Klopp and the likes of Virgil van Dijk as well. It's obviously transcended into his players. Used to like Van Dijk, thought he spoke really well, very eloquently as a captain, but now he's coming out with this bollocks. I'm not having it at all. You know, to dumb down the level of money that footballers earn is grotesque in a cost of living crisis where people are struggling to heat or eat, really, and you're talking about you're paid quite well. No, you're paid obscenely well, mate. The world of football is in a completely different stratosphere to anything else whatsoever. The level of money is grotesque. Even the players that we have, Bruno's on 200 grand a week. In real terms, in football terms, yes, he deserves it in terms of what footballers get paid, but who the fuck deserves to earn 200 grand a week in this real world we're living in? You know, there's wars going on, there's people starving, there's people sleeping in shop doorways, there's kids struggling to eat, you know, parents struggling to look after their children because they haven't got a pot to piss in. And we're talking about guys who are earning 300, 400, 500, 600 grand a week. It's obscene. So don't you dare play that down, Virgil van Dijk. Read the room, look at the world that you're living in. Fucking accept the fact and respect the fact that you're incredibly well off and stop taking the piss out of that situation, for one. But then I said, going back to the other one, that's what squad rotation is all about. Why the hell should Liverpool be the exception to the rule? Why should this guy stoke up the flames and try and get all these footballers to start talking about what they're going to do? They're going to strike? Are they going to go on a strike? I mean, fucking hell, Van Dijk, you've been on strike for the past 7 months. I think I could beat you because your fucking legs have completely gone. You cannot mark a piece of paper if I give you a fucking pen to do it in. You know, you got players who are way younger than you playing way better than you, so less of that bollocks as well. This stinks of a guy to me whose body is shouting at him that he's playing too much football and his manager isn't rotating the squad enough, and all he's doing is making a big deal about it and lashing out and trying to stoke the flames of the footballing community. I hope that all the other players ignore what he's saying. I hope this doesn't lead into something ridiculous like players striking with the level of fixtures that are in the calendar. That's what happens when you play Champions League football. Not for you, Liverpool. Europa Cup football, that's more your game. FA Cup, Carabao Cup and Premier League and international football thrown in the mix. Now listen, like I say, I don't disagree with the sentiment. It is a lot of football. There's a lot of points pointless friendlies that the international teams play right in the middle of seasons that players don't need, and players drop out of squads left, right and centre. If Virgil van Dijk's body can't take it, don't go play for Holland. If Virgil van Dijk's body can't take it, don't go play against Wrexham in the third round of the FA Cup. Speak to your manager, tell your manager your body can't take it and you need the rest. Be honest with yourself and be honest with your manager. Don't come out and start whining on like a fucking bitch that there's too much football in the calendar and basically just make a knob of yourself, which is what you've done. So that's my thought on that. Let us know what you think in the comments below. If you like this kind of thing, smash like, subscribe, come and join us, be a member if you fancy. There'll be loads more rants, I'm sure, in the chamber because all these footballers like to moan like a bunch of fucking prima donna babies like Virgil van Dijk. Well, not all of them, to be fair. Some footballers are great. They just crack on with it. And those are the guys that we like. But people like Virgil van Dijk getting the violin out, playing it, wanting me and you and everyone else to feel sorry for them, will earn more money probably in a week than we would see in a year. Fuck them. I'm not interested in that. That's me done. Have a good day, everyone. I'm going to go breathe and chill out and have a coffee. See you later. Cheers. Bye.